All right, so you guys have been traveling for the last couple of days to try to get to the Misty Veil. Your journey has led you through the high and rugged Cover Mountains, and you've been trying to find a way down to that Misty Veil. The path is ancient and narrow, and it runs through that mountain like an axe gash. Steep, moss-covered slopes rise to the snow-laden peaks that can occasionally be glimpsed through the veils of cloud. Somewhere ahead lies the Misty Veil, the legendary place where the empires of old stored their wealth and ancient magical artifacts. It is the rumor of these treasures, on top of you guys all having... Was it you got laid off? Is that right? You got laid off and you're all just looking for some sort of extracurricular activities.
There's an economic downturn.
Yeah.
Where are we from? Dragons...
Outside the
Town?
Misty Veil. You go, look, name the place.
Out of Vale.
Out of... yeah.
Draggington.
Yeah.
Sounds like a shit town.
Dragonton has hit a rut.
Yeah. And you heard that the Misty Veil could help you out. The vast riches and arcane secrets hidden among the ruins on the other side of these mountains is basically what you've heard could help turn things around for you guys. You're not the first to be lured in by such temptations. Since the orcs started leaving the area about a decade ago, a growing stream of settlers and adventurers have made their way to the Misty Veil. But you know the way is treacherous and fraught with peril, and the old imperial roads have crumbled and the mountains are teeming with danger. The Drakmar Pass, where you now find yourself, is particularly infamous. The dwarves of the Cover Mountain have warned that the humans' return has attracted brigands and ravenous beasts to the area. So I believe that Mallory is the one that is leading the other three of you through towards the Misty Veil. What I wanted to do before we get really further into it is just get a description from each of you about your characters, what you've been doing on this journey. I'd say that you've only been awake for a few hours. If you set up camp and you've gotten up and you've headed off to continue across the mountain range down towards the Misty Veil. But I'll pass over to Moj. Do you want to sort of detail, for anyone who didn't see our character creation last week, a little bit about Mallory and what she's doing this morning leading this group?
Great. So I am Mallory the Weathered. Actual surname is Tadukin. I'm a mallard, which is a duckkin. She is also a hunter, and she's also quite old. I don't think she will actually tell anyone how actually old she is. She just says old. She's also thin and wiry and tends to be a bit reckless sometimes. Maybe she gets a little overexcited when things start getting interesting. But yeah, she's coming on this trip to help these poor young guys. You know, the fresh air and the exercise will do them good. So she's gotten up early and she's getting the wood ready to start the fire up again and getting some water, making a nice pot of tea. Everyone needs a good pot of tea.
Nice. Shannon, do you want to sort of detail Digby and his start to this morning?
Yes. Digby is... his name is Digby Ruffles. He's a wolfkin. He's probably about just under 5 foot tall. That's my guess. He looks like a sort of a shaggy little dog, maybe like a schnauzer type wolfkin. And he's got...
Famously, schnauzers the breed of wolf.
Yeah, and he's wearing sort of a merino tweed suit. His profession is a merchant. He's middle-aged, older middle-aged. He hasn't officially hit old in Dragonbane character sheet. His weakness is slothful. Yeah, so he's a merchant, and he's unfortunately, because of the economic downturn, he's lost a lot of money and he has to support his family. So he's going back to his old job of traveling salesman, and he's out on the road with these fine people.
Okay, cool. Reese, do you want to talk to us about Wilggis?
Sure. So Wilggis threw away his last name when he joined totally not a Ponzi scheme called the Forgotten Path, where he got rid of mostly of his possessions. He's a scholar and he's not typically used to combat, but he got a sword and this cool thing on his head, and his weakness is violence. So he just starts to swing it around and cut off, daisies along the path, and he's looking for enlightenment to get into the next stage of the Forgotten Path. But whether it's an actual order or if it's just a scam, he isn't aware. But he's pretty sure enlightenment is somewhere in the Misty Veil, and he'll be able to find it with his mates.
Okay, cool. Adam, Christoff, do you want to tell us a bit about Christoff?
Christoff is a male adult dwarf. I think probably likes to tell people he's tall for a dwarf. I'd say under 5 foot. What would a dwarf be? 4'5"? 4.5 feet?
Yeah, 4. Yeah, that sounds
Or
about
2.
right.
4'5", yeah, good. He's a blacksmith and a glass blower. So an artisan by trade. I think similar to the others, downturn in economic condition, not a lot of purchasing going on, not a lot of commissions coming in. So he's packed up, and he's thought there might be someone somewhere over the rainbow that needs something blown of the glass variety, or something pounded, like a hand-hammered wok, maybe.
Oh, yeah?
He wears like a leather apron, just a regular dirty cloth undershirt, and some big boots, and has a lot of sort of ornamental glass jewelry, sort of necklace, rings, bracelets, even little bits of glass piercing in the ear.
All right.
Wouldn't look out of place on Cuba Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does he have his little glass sack with him as well?
I beg your pardon? He does. He has a small hand-blown glass sack which his mentor gave to him.
Hand-blown.
And every time he fondles the sack, he thinks, I could be a little bit better at this. I could always be a little bit better. I guess it's maybe a feeling of insecurity, really, and inadequacy, always feeling like not quite achieved his full potential. And his weakness, he can be overbearing at times.
Okay.
And he's unforgiving as well, like Metallica.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Clint Eastwood.
You guys have all been up for a couple of hours. You've prepared. You've continued on the journey. You've been going across. You finally reached sort of the peak, and you're heading back down the other side now. Over in the distance, it's just mist and clouds beneath you at the moment, as well as this old ancient path that you're traveling on. By the way, so traveling in Dragonbane, it's a little different to what you might expect with D&D. You don't have your weapons out. You cannot hike or travel with weapons drawn. And drawing a weapon is usually an action or a free action, depending on whether it's in your backpack or if it's one of the ones that you've got on hand. So you have some weapons that are on hand. You can use a free action to get that out, or a full action to get out of your backpack.
Probably wouldn't need a weapon anyway, would we?
No. And also, you can't sleep. You can't get a what is known as a shift rest or a long rest for D&D players. You can't get one of those in armor as well. So if ever you're trying to sleep, you need to remove armor. I know for some characters that's not a problem. Shannon, I don't believe Digby's got anything more than a tweed suit.
I've got pajamas.
Yeah, nice. Right, so you continue on your path, and as you heard about how dangerous this section, the Drakmar Pass, is, your fears come true when suddenly you hear a disconcerting whimper. You see a figure lying in the middle of the rocky trail in front of you. Let me just bring up a map. That is not the map. Let's go to the next map. That is also not it.
Spoilers? Oh, interesting.
Here we go. Here we go. Let me just bring that up. Let's bring that map up for viewers. Shannon, why aren't you showing? Let's,
I'm in. I'm logged there. I'm pink.
why? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why I can see you there, but not.
Am I behind someone? Was that me?
I think it means your video, Shannon.
Yeah.
Oh,
some-
my video. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. The Oh, 1 second. I think I know what's going on. Just gotta fix this to that, and we gotcha. You're back. Okay, cool. Yeah, you see a figure lying in the middle of this rocky trail. This little guy over here. And he's only 20 or so meters ahead of you. The figure is wearing a simple grey robe and clutching a dark bundle to his chest. As that whimper turns into a rattling wheeze, you realize the person is gravely wounded. What do you do? So you've all got access to little character tokens that I've placed at the bottom left there. Shannon loses green screen, and a little more paint goes with it each time. So the big difference here in Dragonbane is that each of these little grids are 2 meters instead of 5 feet. So we've gone and made those changes for you in the system here. So yeah, this thanks, Digby's joined us. Yeah, this character rattling wheeze is coming out of this guy.
Oh my goodness! Is that a man lying down in the distance?
It is.
Oh.
Mallory, what's going on up there? I think there's a problem.
Yes, I think we should check on that poor person, but first, let's just have a look around, because it also seems a little suspicious.
You think so?
Maybe he's got friends who were walking with him up high, and he fell down, so let's maybe stop and have a look first.
That's
Yeah,
a good
Well,
call.
but if he's
Mallory,
having a stroke, you
Mallory.
have to act fast.
Should we be aware of any dangerous creatures here in these parts?
Yes, finally we can cut them. What do you reckon, Christoff?
Wasn't quite meaning that, man. I was thinking we might need to be on a guard, in case we get monstered.
Yeah.
Why
So, are you going to approach this man, or how are you going to approach this guy in this ravine on the track you're on?
Can I have a look around to see if it's safe? Like, there's maybe look for people hiding, or maybe
you can give me
maybe there's like a fall I gotta watch out for.
you can give me an awareness roll.
Okay, awareness. Where are you?
Is that are you like okay? So I guess the other thing with Dragonbane is if you're gonna like search the area, that's gonna take like 15 minutes. It's called like a stretch, right? So are you wanting to sit back and take a stretch to look around, like a good 15 minutes of checking the whole area, or are you just wanting to be on alert as you approach this guy?
Yeah, I'd say like, when you're out hunting, if you see something that maybe is not quite right, you approach like slowly, but listening and watching out for weird things that maybe there's an ambush, or maybe something blindsides you from the side or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think if everybody is keeping an eye out, I'll let everyone. I'm happy for everyone to do an awareness roll. This is our
I would do a
first.
sniff.
Perfect.
Sniff the air.
So in the chat, it's got like a number in red for what you need to get lower than, and then the number in green is what you've rolled. So if you've rolled lower than that number in red, then
Yes.
you've rolled well.
If I get the same, what happens?
Meets beats.
Hey,
Meets beats.
What
So you're
beats what, though?
by yourself.
So what did everyone roll? How did everyone go?
I needed
Success.
to go under 6, and I got a 5.
Nice, Mallory.
Oh, under 6. 3 needed to get under a 10.
Cool. And sounds like Wilggis needed a 14 and rolled a
14
14.
for 14.
Nice. And Digby needed a 13 and unfortunately rolled a 14. So Digby, where are you in this pack?
I'm near the back.
Okay. Sure. Mallory, do you want to explain to me what you do? So I'll let you know if that awareness roll means anything, but continue with what you were going to be doing.
So she's going to be approaching slowly, maybe ready to grab like a hunting knife or something, but doesn't have it out in her hand. And she'll just be speaking nicely to the gentleman on the ground, going, "Excuse me, hello, do you need assistance? We can help you. Hello."
What sort of distance are you going to get from that? You just like, because he is sounding like he's near his final breath. It's just, and it's slowing down. The breathing is becoming more rattly, more wheezy, and it's coming to a very slow rhythm.
Oh, well, maybe I'll just get up there halfway.
This man
Okay.
is dying.
Well, okay, fine then. Let's go. Reckless.
You can't save everyone, you know. You got to look after yourself every now and then.
I'm going to jog.
He's tugging at the old bird's heartstrings. She's out to see if he's okay.
No, I get it. You've got like a hunter, Mallory, looking after like 3 clearly like a merchant, an artisan, and a scholar, people that aren't overly seemingly ready to fight. So if you're wanting to keep distance, by all means, you're welcome to keep distance. He does. So you tell me how far you get. Like each of your characters, what are you doing?
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds like Mallory's keen to stay back. Are the rest of you staying back with Mallory, or are you running?
I think that Digby would jog forward and try to give him assistance, thinking that he's had some sort of a fall or maybe a stroke, maybe a heart attack.
Cool.
And he would attempt to give CPR.
I think that works really well with the awareness rolls as well. You've got 3 people who are kind of like really sort of becoming a little more aware of the scenario. Man down in the middle of nowhere, and Digby with a failed an awareness roll just runs up to see if he's okay. And the man sits up, like bolt upright as you approach him, and he just puts the bundle that he's holding out towards you, Digby, and he just says in his breathy, fading voice, "Quick, take it. Leonara will understand. Message from Master Weatherman. You must find all 4 pieces. The secret of the Dragon Emperor." And he's holding out this bundle for you, Digby.
Oh. But are you okay?
And he's knowing that it's in your hands, he just sort of like lies back down, his breathing ragged. You can see that he's...
What's happened?
He's got panic on his face. He's really pale, and you can notice that one of his thighs is pierced by this thick black arrow.
I glance up to the... we're in a ravine, aren't we?
Yeah.
Look up above and around to see if the arrow's pointed somewhere. Who's attacked you?
While you're looking about, Mallory, you notice some movement behind the rocks off to your right, and you can see these two short little 3-foot goblins jump out with these little short bows, ready to fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to do initiative. We're going to jump straight into initiative here. It's a whole new system for initiative on Dragonbane. It's a card-based one. There's like numbers 1 to 10. You pick a card, and that's your initiative order. Anyone that has like a surprise attack gets the number 1 card. So if you guys had failed on your awareness roll, then the goblins would have just got the number 1 initiative card. They would have moved first. But because 3 of you spotted them, or were staying aware and succeeded on your awareness roll, we're going to just deal initiative normally. So if... I'm just going to show this to you now. Hopefully it shows up.
A box popped up.
Okay, that didn't. No, just close
Empty
that.
modal.
Close that box. In the journal, open up. There should be something called initiative. Click your token, and everyone except Digby, for now, select your token, and then just click the little card.
The
no
it
card
says
in there.
initiative.
In
Is
the
there-
initiative one, are you seeing the stuff in initiative?
No.
Nope.
No, I just get the empty modal again.
Yeah.
Um,
Modal.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. How about?
Ooh.
now?
Loading.
Loading.
There's a sword.
Um,
I see a sword that says initiative.
Yeah. So you should be able to now, like, click your token and click the sword.
I got a 1. Is that good? That's good.
That is
Yeah.
good. The lower, the better.
Did it work? No.
Make sure you've got your tokens.
What am I
selected.
clicking on? I'm clicking on the wrong thing.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all good. In the journal, you should have a thing called initiative next to all the character sheets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If you bring that up and then make sure your token is selected, click on that little card that says initiative, and it should, all things going well, roll initiative.
I'm not seeing a token.
That's the circly thing that has Mallory's face
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
sorry,
And that-
the little guy that you've been dragging about to show Mallory's position. Sorry.
Sorry, so I have to click on the map. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So select your little Mallory token on the
Where are
map,
you, Mallory?
and then
Oh, you're
click,
so tiny.
and then click initiative. You should be able to zoom in as well on the map.
I'm not just an old duck.
That's all good. It's all good. This is a whole new system, so hopefully we'll get. Look, we will
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
get used to. You did.
Did I
It
do
worked.
it twice?
Digby,
Okay.
Digby, because you failed the awareness roll, you automatically get the number 10 card, which Wilggis has already selected. So I'll just get you to roll, and then we will just swap your cards. So select your token,
Okay.
select initiative, and I'm just going to swap.
Nice.
Got a 3.
All right, I'm just swapping your guys' cards around. Cool. All right, we're gonna need like the rule book out, and we're gonna figure this all out because, let's have a look. Let's make sure that this is all set to the correct ascending order. All right, we're gonna start off with Christoff. Think of it like D&D. You've got except you've got like one action. You've got you can take a free action each round, which is kind of like a bonus action, and that's anything that's small. That might be picking something up off the ground. It might be swapping weapons at your hip. It might be we'll figure if it's anything that's considered a small action. It can be one free action you get this round. On your turn, you can move, you can take an action, and you can take a free action. A free action also could just be shouting something to someone, but you only get one of each. And you have to take them all on your turn. So the other thing that you can do is you can say, I'm going to hold off my turn. I want to swap my card with someone else. And so you can, if you want to say, you know what, I want to go last. You could swap your card with Digby if you wanted to, that kind of thing. And you can have a discussion about whether or not. So the idea is that you have communication between the players and you decide, if I go first, that might actually be really good, and strategy can come into play. The other thing you need to know is that you can do reactions. If something attacks you and you want to parry or dodge, if you've already had your turn, you can't do your reaction. If you haven't had your turn yet and you do your reaction, then that is your entire turn gone, including movement, just everything gone. So I think we're pretty good. Christoff, you've started off at the top of the order. You see, just like Mallory and Wilggis, you've seen Digby run off to check on this guy and this weird interaction with this bundle being handed to him. And then from off to your right and further off down the path, you've spotted these little goblins that have jumped out with their bows and arrows.
Christoff doesn't have any ranged attacks, nor is he magic, nor is he particularly experienced in this type of thing. I think he's is shitting at one's pants a free action?
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
No, I don't want to sort myself. I think Christoff would sort of take out his light warhammer.
Oh yeah.
And start shaking it, but also kind of backing away towards this rock to his left, going, I'll get you, you boots, I'll get you. But he's actually pretty terrified.
Okay, so there's no attack happening, just like a bit of a concern and backing off, yeah? Okay, so there's no delaying. You can't like delay your action.
I know what's happened.
Okay, cool.
Well, we can't attack though, can we? Because we don't. Doesn't it an action to get your weapon?
Free action to
free
draw
action.
a weapon.
It's a free action.
Because it should be on your hip right now. So your free action would be to.
Right.
So in your case, Christoff, your free action was taking out your warhammer and shaking it as you sort of like back off. The rock sort of like pressing up against you as you sort of move away from these goblins.
I think we need to flip the turn order a bit.
Yeah. And for some reason, what did Mallory roll? Because it's a 2, right? Okay. For some reason, it's shown as a 5 here when it was actually a 2. So Mallory is actually up next.
Hooray! I think Mallory goes into automatic mode and just pulls out her bow and fires at the goblins.
Just nice and simple. Okay, on your character sheet, at the very bottom where your weapons are, you should be able to just click on the longbow.
And trying to get under. Is this the one where we have to get high, or it's still
under? Everything except for leveling up is under. So you needed to roll under 14 for your longbow skills, and it looks like you rolled a 13. That's a hit.
Sweet.
Okay, I need to take a look at what these. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. Then which one are you sort of aiming up for?
It'll probably be just the one in the front.
This little guy here. Okay. Your arrow soars through to that short distance. It's like you let it go and thud. It just like slams against this heavily sort of. It's wearing a lot of clothing. Like you can't see a lot other than a little bit of its eyes and mouth through the armor and stuff that it's currently wearing. Because do they have an armor rating? They've got an armor rating of 1, which basically knocks away 1 point of damage. So instead of 8 damage, you've done 7 damage to this little guy.
Great.
And he just like screams out. "Ah!" It's like this. Is it going to work? Oh, it's not going to work. None of this is working now. That's great. Okay. Never mind. All right. Next. Did you have a free action? I know your free action would have been to take your short bow. Any movement. You can also take movement. Your movement speed, which I think is 12, dictates how many meters you can move. And each grid space is 2 meters.
Might just move 1, 2 meter square closer to Digby, but also clearing the way so that she can see the goblins more clearly.
Because as you move up, you notice there's 2 more off to the north as well that you see.
Oh my goodness!
As well, so if you scroll up a little bit, you'll be able to see those up there as well. And we've had a shift of initiative. It will move over to.
I was just seeing the ones in the north. Sorry.
That's all good. They're up there as well. We're changing over. It was Digby, but we're going to have Wilggis now. So
just to clarify, for the free action, the draw draw a weapon, like change position, drop item, or shout. They're or, right? It's not
It's
and.
not. Yeah, you only get one free action. You get one free action, you get one action, and you get your movement.
Okay, so in Wilgis's mind, this is adventure. This is enlightenment. This is what he needed. He's going to use his free action to draw out his sword. He's going to dash forward and slash into the closest goblin.
Okay, perfect. Give me a roll to hit. This closest one currently has that arrow sticking out of him.
Perfect. In his mind, Wilgis will be like, Enlightenment! And he rolled for 15, and he needed to get under 11.
Okay, so that's a miss. Wow. It's just sort of like the goblin ducks, and you like the blade just like glances off off its helmet, just like chunk. He's freaking out because he's got his longbow and he's trying to figure out what he's going to do with this. Free actions done, movements done. Okay. You've got more movement if you wanted to move away at all, but it would evoke an attack, basically. There's probably, I need to look up that sort of stuff, but...
good. We'll go some stay, but...
Okay, cool. All right, we'll move on to the goblins' turns. Each of the goblins, these creatures still have their short bows drawn and ready. The one not closest to Wilggis, but the one that saw you running up close, he's kind of near the other guy, lets loose his short bow. He has not rolled under, so that is not a hit. The little one in front of you is going to use his free action to swap over to the short sword, and he's sort of fumbling and stumbling over it as he pulls it out and just tries to like take a quick swipe at you with his short sword. It is okay. It's a D10 for damage. He had to roll under 10. He rolled a 6. And he actually rolled max damage. He's rolled a 10. So that's 10 damage.
Wow.
On Wilggis. Does Wilggis have an armor rating?
No.
That's 10 damage to Wilggis.
Yeah, so Wilggis went from 15 down to 5. That sword really hurt him.
I think... How surprised is Wilggis at his first proper attempt at finding Enlightenment?
Enlightenment sucks!
Okay. Any screaming, any agony, nothing? He's good?
He's used his free action, so no sound escapes his mind.
I'll let you react if you want. Okay.
True, farms.
The goblins to the north attack. One of them eyeing up Digby. He had to roll under 12. They've rolled a 9. And only 2 damage as an arrow lands into Digby.
I've only got 9 hit points. So, where do you change your hit point? Where's that?
You can just at the bottom of your character sheet. Yeah.
I've got 15 hit points somehow.
What? I thought you had 9.
Even though I've got 9 con.
Let's have a quick look here.
Willpower, not hit points.
Are you? What? That doesn't seem...
Well, that's the way it is.
No. It was 9 when I checked everyone's stuff the other day. You've got 9. I don't know why it's gone up to 15, unless... I'm pretty certain there's no reason that is 15.
I'll put it down to... Oh, it's gone to 0 now. I'll put it down to 9. Yeah. And then what? Is it 2?
2 damage, so
7.
We'll need to figure out why that's changed, because that's
it's just the merchant thing.
Oh, okay. yeah. And the last remaining goblin screams out fire as it lets loose an arrow into Mallory. It's for 1 damage. 1 damage for Mallory. And it is Wilgis's turn. The ones that took their shot that didn't previously move to the short sword like the other one did, they're using their free actions to start running forward. They're gonna I think all of the goblins are going to use their movement. One runs towards Wilggis. And these other two start running forward, and they're swapping their swords, their short bows out for short swords. Digby.
I suppose I can't glance at what I'm holding. Does it feel
You could take your action.
fragile?
It feels relatively solid. Like you can. It's a heat of the moment, right? So you can either focus on what's in it. It feels like there's a few things in there, but
Just when it was passed to me before I was attacked, I suppose. Did it feel like it was an egg?
No. It felt quite solid. It felt like relatively solid.
Okay.
So not overly fragile.
I hate to do this, but I've just been shot. I'm not going to put up with goblins. I'm going to pull out my knife, and I'm going to run to the south next to Wilggis, and I am going to stab this goblin.
Okay, give me a roll to hit.
And is that? There's a weapon. Yeah, there it is.
Character sheet, yeah.
What did I get? 6, and I think I needed a 10.
Cool. So that does 5 damage minus their 1 armor rating. So you've done 4 damage on this goblin in front of you, and you've definitely caught his attention with that stabbing of the dagger.
I'm just going to be get out of here. Get out.
All right, we're on
Home.
to...
Get out of it, you mongrel.
Get home.
All right, so this is where the whole idea of Dragonbane's initiative gets a little interesting. So every round we reset, every single round. Okay, so now we get new. Everyone draws, click your token, get an initiative card, and just go. It's just a random card. Before, as the battle commences, you can hear like this howling, and it's like this deep, aggressive howl. I'm just going to add another initiative to here. Oh. Can I do it? I feel like I should be able to do it. Here we go.
What's that horrible creature howling? Oh, it's Digby.
How dare you?
What is it doubled up for everybody?
We get 2 goes.
Definitely not. I'm not sure what's happened there. But what has occurred is that from around the sort of bend to the north, you notice. Can I try like that? A wolf, a giant wolf, comes like skidding up the path from around the rocks with this goblin rider on top of it.
Hooray!
And he is carrying a spear, I believe. He's got a spear in his hand, and he's got like pumping his fist with the spear, and he just comes charging in. 18. What is the movement on this boy? Okay. I think you're lucky that you'd moved away from their Digby, because he can't get close enough. He just comes, this giant wolf with these like glowing red eyes with this goblin atop it, like shaking his spear, comes just like darting across this pathway. Wilggis will move to you next in the turn order.
All right. Wilggis has his medium-length life flash before his eyes, and he thinks he might meet Enlightenment in a puddle of his own blood shortly. So he's just going to yell out, "Enlightenment!" and then slash again at the goblin with the arrow stuck in him.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to click it. Ugh. And he misses with a 15 when he needed to get to below 11.
This time it's like just like the he just moves your sword away with his as he sees it coming through. Any movement, or do you want to move? So we can look at the rules here, and I'm happy to slow stuff down to get like the everything sorted properly, because you absolutely may want to get the hell out of there. I'm just trying to see. There is. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I look at these rules.
How about those goblins, eh?
Oi.
Seem pretty bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
It's taking your mind off the economic downturn, isn't it, though? Don't you feel alive?
It's the last thing
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about now. Maybe I should see if they, on the way past that one on the wolf, do you require any glass blown?
Well, first of all, do you want to look at moving away? Because I might have to bring
If it's not readily available, it's all good. I'll just stay there.
I'll just die here.
Yeah. Because if you wouldn't be able to get away for free, right?
No, there is a role involved. I'm just trying to double check
Yeah, it's
which
okay.
role is involved.
Wilggis isn't combat savvy enough to know that he should probably run away, so he'll just stay there for now.
Okay. Right. Well, let's move on to the next in the turn order then, which is Mallory.
Hooray! Just wondering, is move a free action?
So move, you get 12 meters of movement on your turn, no matter what.
I might just fall back a little, but also fire on that wolf. Maybe if I can take it out,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
that guy off his mount.
Give us a roll to hit.
Oh,
That would be a good roll.
That would have been.
oh no, that's the that's the
It's
list
a
roll.
special
Oh
one.
my gosh! Yeah, that is like all right. This is when bad stuff happens. If you hadn't thought bad stuff was already happening, a roll of a 20 is not good. That is in fact the opposite of what you're wanting to be rolling here.
I did it for educational purposes.
Exactly. It's just to help us learn.
Rolling a demon, page 31.
If you roll a demon when performing a ranged attack, you miss your target and cannot push the roll. Oh, so sorry. We should also, Wilggis, we should have offered you the chance to push your roll. By the way,
Ah.
we can. What we'll do is we'll finish off Mallory's, and we can go back
Yep.
if you want to push.
Thank you.
You may also suffer an additional mishap. So give me a D6, Mallory.
Oh, where have they gone? Down here. Little D6. Let's go.
Okay. All right. You run out of arrows. That was like you reached for that, and you pull that out. You shoot it. You go to reach for the next arrow.
And it's just the knitting needle.
It's just there's nothing there. You need to re-roll.
Should have brought more than 2 arrows, I suppose.
I want my money back. I feel like I've been ripped off, Mallory.
Maybe there's a hole in the bottom of your arrow bag thing.
All right.
The last guy told me.
There's a lot of rules that we're having to get through here. Let's go back until we figure out how Mallory might have to try and figure out her arrow situation. Let's go back to Wilggis. Did you want to push your roll?
Yeah, I'll definitely push it. He feels like he's just about dead, and he really hates the one that stabbed him.
Yeah, for sure.
Violence.
So you should be able just to hit that little red re-roll button on your dice roll that you did.
Oh, the update button?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey! Look at that! And he's gonna like twist his wrist and just come back with a backslash.
Okay.
He rolls a 5 and he needs to get under 11.
Okay, perfect.
4
That
damage.
is more than enough to take care of this goblin, so feel free to describe what happens to that goblin.
Yeah, so as the goblin parries away his blade, he's going to twist and just come up underneath his chin and just take his head off like a champagne cork.
Okay, nice. Now, because you pushed the roll, you do need to take a condition. So your condition could be exhausted. I'm not going to allow sickly because I don't think that makes sense in this. Dazed, angry, scared, or disheartened.
And do I just pick one?
You pick one. You choose what you think, and give me some story and behind it as well.
Okay, sure. Wilggis is going to go with scared. That he's pretty quickly realized this adventure is way more deadly than he thought, and he's bleeding all over his pants.
The worst place to bleed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Is it that one that got killed? I thought we're both attacking the same one. Was I?
I was attacking one to the south, which had an arrow in him.
Oh, that one got you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up. Sorry, there's a bunch of information. It's always interesting what you don't know you're going to need at any point. After Wilggis. Is this thing just updating randomly for people? I feel like.
What, the turn order you mean?
Yeah.
On
I
that
can have
big
another
sheet?
turn, that's fine.
No, it's all good. Because Mallory's already had her turn, right? So it's over to Christoff now.
Is it? What about Digby? Oh, right. 9 is a higher number than 8. I get it.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. I think Christoff has been slowly kind of trying to steel himself for some kind of maneuver. What does that little black skull on the wolf riding one mean?
That's just so we know which one is the wolf riding one.
Right in the wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, all the
Alright.
tokens look the same. So.
I think Christoff is going to kind of rattle his warhammer once more and charge in and say, "No one takes that approach to my Wilggis!" And he's going to try and swing his warhammer at the one that's by Digby and Wilggis.
Nice. Give us a roll.
You know I will. Right. I've not done well there.
No, there's.
Channeling a Captain Morley Van Morgan there to 19.
You
when I
rolled a
needed
19
to,
though. So that's
under a 12.
Okay.
I swing my warhammer, but I'm so trepidatious in the way I attack that I kind of just waggle it about in his face.
That's not made of glass.
The waggling warhammer.
That's what they call me.
Yeah.
Big waggler. You don't want to
Digby.
push it.
Oh yeah, you can push. Sorry, yes. Thank you for the reminder. You can push this roll if you'd like to. It does mean you push through and get some sort of condition.
I think our condition is going to be dead.
Is there any limit to how many times you get? What are the rules on pushing? Just push.
You just
Mike
can only
Abbott?
push once.
Oh,
You can only push once, whatever, or per
No,
combat,
per like turn.
Round.
per round.
per round.
Yeah.
Per attack.
Per attack. Any roll that you have, you can push once on it.
Right, but so then it comes around to my turn again next, and I can
You
push
push
that
again,
again.
that
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
Basically,
okay, fuck yeah, I'll push the shit out of it.
the only thing is
Yeah,
that the only thing is that you get conditions, and those conditions give you disadvantage on rolls.
Can you? I've made my decision.
Okay.
I will. I'll be pushing.
There's a
We're going to
little,
be pushing
there's a
everything.
little red circle. There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to get
Here we go.
fucking-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Right,
mean,
so
yeah.
I do the waggling, but then I kind of remember, no, hang on, you meant to drive this thing into his fucking skull. And so that's what I do. I take my hand back and then just whomp it down like I'm hammering a shield into shape,
And
or a
it-
hand-hammered womp.
destroys this little goblin. Absolutely destroys
Yes.
this goblin. What
Hey,
condition?
check that, you wee fucker!
Are you giving yourself angry? I feel like you've got to give yourself angry as a condition.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Anger courses through me veins.
On your character sheet, just give a little tick to the box above angry. Also, actually, Mallory, I just remembered one thing. You did roll a 20 for longbow. can you please tick your longbow weapon skill on your character sheet? Because you rolled a 20, at the end of the session, you have a chance to level it up, make it better.
Good news, it auto-filled for me.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So it does that. Nice. Angry is ticked. All right, we're good. Jesus, there's so much going on. Is it Digby's turn now? Digby.
Is it?
Yeah, you've just seen Christoff come in and just absolutely smash this little goblin into paste in front of you.
I've just splattered in blood. Goblin blood. Blah. Oh. Well, I don't have any ranged attack or anything like that. I don't know. I don't think Digby will look over at the wolf and he'll say, "That's not a wolf. It's is that? Would I know that's a warg? Because it's no dog."
Yeah, it is. It's no wolf. You know, it's not a wolf. Give me like a.
Thinking of talking to it. But...
Give me a myths and legends roll, please.
Myths and legends.
Yeah.
What did you call it? You're not a warg.
Yeah. Only because on the in the initiative it says the Warg Rider.
Right. Gotcha.
But that's like Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Yeah. What did you roll?
I got a 3 and I needed a 6.
Great. You've
or
heard,
under.
Yeah. So you've heard stories of wargs before. You've seen drawings of wargs before. You've never seen one in the flesh, and they are a lot bigger than you thought they would be.
Bigger than in the books.
Way bigger than in the books. They didn't really, because especially with a small little goblin on its back, it just accentuates its size.
I've got an oil lamp. Can I grab that and throw it at the warg?
Yeah, sure. What can we use for that? What's a good roll for that one?
Anything under it? I think it's just this sort of thing that hits.
I guess
it's a big warg. Way bigger than...
I don't know about that one. What we'll do... Did you tick your myths and legends, or did it just...
I did.
You only tick it if you get a 1 or a 20.
Oh, do you do? Not just succeeding like in Call of Cthulhu.
I thought it was just 1s and 20s.
Because that'd be fucking hard.
You might be right. Look, you're probably right, but let's keep it ticked for now, and we'll double check that at the end of the session. Okay. I reckon we're going to need to have we'll go sleight of hand. It's using your hand, so...
Sleight of hand? Is it not... Okay, they don't just have like a...
well, unless you... Well, look, the rule book says, look, you can tell me which skill you want to roll as long as it makes sense. As long as it makes sense.
Okay, Oh, there's evade. How do you use that? Does it...
So if you haven't had your turn and someone attacks you, then you can use a dodge or a parry. So dodge evades.
Can I use my sling attack, even though it's not a sling? Oh.
Sure. I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing. It's either that or, like you said, sleight of hand, which is the same score. Oh, I got a 1.
So what have you thrown at him? Just
needed a 10?
Just the lamp oil?
Yeah, unless I can light it and then throw it, but I don't know.
Too many actions. Too many actions.
And I'll light my cigarette.
Okay, I'll give you that as a free action. So you fling the lamp oil, and it hits and just smashes against the face of the warg.
Now fuck off! And I'm going to run back to Dragington.
Okay, all right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, just on your way back, you're just like, you know what? I actually don't need this.
Dragington.
This is actually bullshit, and I don't need it. All right. Okay, next round. Everybody select a token.
Is now a good time to maybe take a quick 5
Yeah,
minute
sorry.
break?
Yeah. Let's take a break.
The Union Buster.
Yeah. Let's take
I'll be back in a tick.
Nobody rolled your stuff quite yet, and well, that's all right. So we'll use yours. That's fine. Let's turn off the sound. If you want to break, there's a lot more information that I thought I've got it all, and there's just like so many different things that have like popped up that I wasn't expecting.
It's very true to combat, right? Everyone has a plan until the shit hits the fan.
Pretty much.
Or a warg.
So let's check
space.
this skill leveling up. It'll be on the XP page. XP.
If you reach the XP page, the combat's gone wrong. You should be dead by now.
yeah. When you've rolled a dragon or demon when using a skill, tick the checkbox next to that skill. That's it. Not just for if you have
It's not
succeeded.
Just yeah.
It's not. That's what I thought. Yeah, you have to roll a one. So it's either doing so well that you succeed, that you learn something new, or failing so badly that you learn never to do that again. That's kind of the two ways of doing it. The other thing that we wanted to look at was like movement in combat, and like moving away. Rounds of drawing, surprise, waiting, initiative, free actions, reactions, movement. Is dash, stand or crouch, leaping, door, enemies. No.
I don't see it.
Here we go. The enemy gets to perform an additional melee attack against you. Yeah, so it's called free attack in the actions and movements. If you're standing within 2 meters of an enemy and then move away from that enemy, you must make an evade roll.
Gotcha.
The roll doesn't count as an action. So you can totally move away without it being an extra thing you've got to like pay for with your time or effort or actions. And if you fail that evade roll, that's it. They get a free attack on you.
Dang.
Was that a
Equivalent of opportunity attack is called free attack. When you leave the 2 meters area of an enemy, they try and smash you, and you make an evade roll.
And if
sorry.
Yeah, so if you succeed on the evade roll, that's it. You're good. So the better you are evading, the better you can be at kind of like getting in, attacking, and moving away, I guess. Yeah.
Also, are we allowed to move bishop style on the map, or is it still one to the side, one to the side, one down?
I'm pretty loose with that kind of stuff. I'm happy with diagonals. That's totally fine.
Just hoof it.
It's because I like it as like a visual representation of what's going on. We don't have to be like super hyper accurate with it. That's totally fine. If there was something that like a really cool move that you were like 1 meter away because we had to run like Pythagoras' theorem to figure out if you're close enough, I'm just going to let it happen. It's all good. Were there any other rules that we hadn't sorted yet, or that had come up and that we hadn't figured out? I think
you mentioned rolling a demon.
Yes.
And then is one rolling an angel or what's the
dragon?
Dragon.
A dragon.
Yeah, just like the name of the module. Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon, succeeding in a roll isn't good enough for ticking the skill.
Well, that's shit.
Well,
how often are you going to level these up?
Well, we also we get like the 5 questions at the end of the session as well, which you can pick which ones you want to level up. So you will always get something to level up or attempt to level up every single session, which is great. And the other rule about we're just talking about opportunity attacks. The equivalent here is called free attack. If you are up close to someone and move away from them, they get a free attack, but first you do an evade roll. If you succeed in that evade roll, it's all good. No worries, you get away from them without a problem. If you fail that evade roll, then they just get a free attack on you.
It always hits.
No. It's only the monsters that always hit. So,
is a goblin not a monster?
No, they've been rolling. They've been rolling to hit. Yeah. Wargs.
So they're not monsters?
Wargs, however, might be a different story.
What's the diff? How many legs they've got?
I think it's a size thing. I think. Yeah.
Kind of tiny monsters.
I really want to try and figure out this giveaway. Why did it work for me but not anybody else? That's what I want to know.
Right, as we've established.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, yes, I do want to recoup my costs, but
Now we have to have one of those. Have a big press conference outside.
Get the SFO involved.
We'll go to the Four Seasons garden supplies.
All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this one.
Everyone, Reagan's fucking getting a free module.
All right.
He's sweating down his fucking his bad Nigel is dripping into his own mouth.
First of all, thanks to everyone who was watching and who attempted to try and get this thing previously. But I've just opened it up again. Try. Okay, you guys I love that you try it with a space 1. Oh, it worked! Thunderflux, it worked. You're in the list. So giveaway space 1, and that should work.
As an exclamation mark.
Exclamation giveaway 1. Or maybe it's just giveaway. God damn, because that didn't work for you, Commander's Swiftcloak.
What did the...
Try it just with giveaway then? Just go exclamation
to?
Giveaway. God damn. What is happening?
I was about to suggest stick your tongue out of the left side of your mouth.
Okay, so literally it's only working for...
Maybe giveaway 1 is how many people can enter the giveaway.
Sounds like you've got a winner though. Either way, it's actually it's a bit
do you
of an
reckon
IQ
that's
test.
it? Do you reckon there's okay, all right.
Only the winner is allowed to enter.
Okay, maybe I'm literally only giving away 1 ticket for it. Okay, no max tickets.
This should always be the rule.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do this again properly now. This has to work because I think you're right. I think max tickets was there's only 1 ticket. So, okay, now it's just saying type giveaway to join. Exclamation giveaway. Did that work? It worked for Thunderflux? No. Oh, and it worked for Keel Block.
There we go. It's a trend.
But it didn't work for 2 other people that I've seen clearly, 3 other people that have clearly typed in exactly what they needed to type in.
I feel like we could fix this with Microsoft Excel.
Am I able to enter?
All right. What we'll do... Okay,
Technology!
What we'll do, just because this is infuriating and I don't want to just keep doing the same thing every night, we go live with this stupid fucking system. What we'll do, we've got 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 people. I'm just going to roll a d6, yeah?
Ooh.
D6.
I'm just going to roll it. I'm going to do it now because, look, I'm bored of this round, and I want someone to. Okay, we've got 7 people now, so I waited too long, and now I can't roll a d7.
Great, number 8. Someone else do it.
I can roll
Roll a d8, and if it's an 8, re-roll.
Okay, all right. If it's an 8, it's a re-roll. Shannon, you can't stop it.
I just seen if it works.
I have rolled a 2. The second person since I went live was Thunderflux, who also was in the list for the giveaway anyway in the
Hooray!
system.
Yay,
Thunderflux. We will. I'm not sure if you're in our Discord or not, but I can get in touch either through Discord or through here, and I will send you the code. You just redeem that in Drive-Thru-RPG, and it'll give you access to all the Dragonbane core set, all the stuff that I've been fumbling over. You can fumble over as well. Through Roll20. But thank you for watching and enjoy that. We'll get that to you pretty soon.
This just reminded me of a raffle that when I was playing football in 3rd form, our football team ran a raffle where we all went door to door selling unlicensed raffle tickets to people, and the coach pulled a name out of the hat at practice, and he said, "Oh, we'll redraw it. Nobody knows this person."
Okay.
Was it a meat pack?
No, I can't remember what it was. Now I think it might have been a cash prize. And he just said, "Oh, we'll redraw it because nobody knows the winner."
Not related.
Awful stuff.
All right, Thunderflux says they're in the Discord. Get in touch through Discord, and I will send that through to you. Hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, really.
Yay for finally getting it to work. All right, let's get back into it. The beautiful sounds of Kama Mountain.
A lot of groaning.
Yep. A lot of whimpering happening on top of Kama Mountain. Sorry, yeah. Okay. I didn't giggle that time. I did it with the straight face.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go into the next round of combat. So, Wilggis has already rolled, but if everyone else can roll, please. Or I should say, take your card.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have I already taken a card?
No.
Let's go.
Okay. Why does it...
Yeah, it all doubled up right at the end, didn't it?
I wonder if I can close it and bring it back up if it tidies it up. It doesn't, so that's cool.
You can manually delete some of them, right?
I think
With the little X button.
I think
Christoff,
I think the turn Roll20's turn order actually managed to keep it pretty tight, which is.
So the numbers are correct. So just go by the numbers, aren't they? Oh no, there's 2 numbers for Warg.
Yeah, I think the.
But
yeah, the Roll20 turn order's got it normal, which is good. So top of the turn order is the Goblin Scouts, little Goblin guys.
They're not even on the.
If you look on the Roll20 one, they're at the top.
No, but on the other one, they're not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's doing weird things. Just worry about the turn order. 4, 6. Yeah, we're going to close the distance. One of these Goblin Scouts is running up towards Mallory, shouting like expletives and stuff. It's totally unnecessary.
Ooh.
Oh, she shouts them back.
Okay. They have failed the roll. They've rolled over. Oh, by the way, do you have an armor rating at all, Mallory? I forgot to ask.
I have a very cute little picture of leather armor with a 1 on it.
Right, so the 1 damage you took before you actually didn't take because your leather armor would have stopped that 1 point of damage. So
Yes.
I forgot about this.
Do I now mark the armor as 0 or is it still 1?
No, it keeps it. Every single piece of thing damage it will remove 1. And the next Goblin Scout is unfortunately he's just going to run straight towards the closest and attack. So the other thing, by the way, Mallory, you haven't had your turn in this turn round yet, right? So you see this other goblin that's coming straight for you with its short sword drawn. If you want, you can use your turn to dodge or parry, or you can just wait and... I think there's 2 ways we go about it. I think I roll, and then I can tell you if it's going to hit, but I don't tell you the damage. And you can decide whether or not you want to use your turn to block it or evade. Okay, so I'm going to roll the attack. It is a hit, but I'm not going to tell you the damage. Do you want to evade it? Parry it with a weapon if you've got a weapon to parry it with.
She's got a knife. How big are those compared to a sword?
You can still parry with a knife, but you'll have a durability rating on that. So if you have a look on I'm just bringing up your stuff as well, just so I can see.
Yep.
You'll see that your knife has like a little 6 next to it, right? So if you take damage more, if you go pull out your knife and go to parry it away with your knife, if it does more than 6 damage, your knife is just going to break. It'll save you from the damage, but you'll break your sword. You'll have to get it repaired.
Why would you parry? Are you better at parrying sometimes than you are from evading or something? What's the point of parrying?
Yeah. So let me just bring up.
That's exactly it. On page 15, when parrying, you roll against the skill level for the weapon, and for dodging, you roll evade. Yeah. So you might have one strength or the other.
Ooh.
So what would you like to do, or would you just want to take the hit, or dodge?
I think she's gonna try and do some cool roll out of the way.
Give us a roll for evade.
Evade. Come on, Ducky. Oh my gosh.
Is there a...
Evade into them.
She's put her back out.
There's like there's no... I don't think there's like a...
She rolls, and as she's about to get up, you hear this creak noise, and she's like, "Oh no, not now, not now."
You roll, and as you get up into position, you think you've sort of rolled away into a better position. This short sword just slashes down across your back, and it does.
No, my Ducky.
It does.
Did it fix the back?
Yeah, did it pop it back in?
Yeah.
If 10 damage pops it back in, then
What?
yes.
Oh!
Ooh.
They've rolled
So
9 damage.
Is it 9 damage because of the armor?
Yes, yeah, it's still 9 damage thanks to the armor.
Is it 8 damage because of the armor?
7 damage, I think, because no, it's 9 damage. 9 damage because of the armor.
My goodness.
So even if you had have successfully parried, you would have broken your sword. Your knife. Sorry. That's it for the.
Oh, where
they're just like they're like laughing at you as the sword has come down. And they're laughing away. Christoff.
Do you get a tick on your evade there?
It should have automatically ticked.
So that is it. That's the thing. It gets a tick. All right.
Yeah, it's like you fail so bad you learn how to do it better. You risk your chance learning how to do it better, or you succeed so well you learn how to do it better. So it's 1 in 20s. Christoff.
I think Christoff is hopped up on his successful murdering. It's turning into a murder spree. So Christoff is just going to run over here. He's going to warhammer this little goblin. Tear this to your skull, you wee turd! Whoa! Yes, I'm under where I need to be. 5. Ooh. And I'm dealing 8 damage to this wee turd.
Again, you bring it down. Its armor manages to soften a little bit of the blow, but you seriously you bring it down onto its helmet, and just blood is pouring down over its what's left or what you can see of its face. It's still standing, but he's very he's feeling pretty bad. He's pretty loose on his feet right now.
I'd like to say that I caught the eye socket, maybe.
Okay, yeah, cool. Like a bit of his armor, you jammed his armor just down into the eye.
Sure.
Because he's quite covered up with armor and stuff.
Just his eyeballs. So his eyeballs, both of them pop out and hang out on the outside of the armor. Is it?
Just the one.
Those comedy eyes on the screen.
The wolf in the backup. Wooga. Well, are these guys going to get freaked out? Is this sort of game where they see their friend get smashed in the eye and they're like, "I'm out"?
Possibly.
Or they're
I've got some stuff written down here that would maybe.
Is it that?
It's not that.
No.
I'll give you a hint. The goblins look towards the warg and the goblin riding it, and he just continues nodding. It nods back at him, and he turns back and snarls.
Who's nodding? The warg's nodding.
The guy riding the warg.
Oh, right. Is the warg does the warg what's the word I'm looking for? Is it like an animal, or is it does it have its own smarts?
Is it Goofy or Pluto?
It's just this giant. From what you can see, what you can see is just this giant, ferocious, red-eyed wolf, basically.
All right. So he's not really a negotiator.
He's not going to be discussing anything with you guys.
Like Beast from X-Men.
More like a wolf, just a big wolf, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a really big wolf.
Dark Scooby.
Probably not even that. Probably just like a wolf, I reckon. But a bigger one. I think
just like a warg from Lord of the Rings.
Teen wolf.
if you picture just a normal
Teen warg.
Earth wolf, but then times it by 4 times, it's big, and then
4 times,
and then add glowing red eyes. It's massive and scary.
LEDs.
Yeah, so a little bit like Shaggy.
It can't talk or think, is what you're saying.
What can
The
you
gaming
think? It's
wolf.
like kind of like if you think how a wolf might.
I more meant reason. Sorry, so like, it's just a dumb animal, right? Yeah.
When you say come a mountain, it doesn't snigger at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't get the
it
joke.
doesn't.
It's the acid test.
Yeah.
What separates us from the animals?
Yeah.
Can we laugh at the name
Well,
of
it's
this mountain?
too intelligent.
Yeah, it's just really mature.
I would never laugh at such. They
We're
spell differently.
On to Wilggis.
All right, Wilggis is gonna charge into the melee with his blood dripping off his sword, and he's gonna call out Digby, Mallory, Christoff, and then slice into this injured goblin
Nice.
with his blade. And he's not gonna miss at all, unless he does. And he rolls poorly, and he will push
Okay.
because he knows this sword really has to actually impact him. And he's going to spin at the last second with his hips. And he spun the wrong way. Left and right was never his strong suit.
Well, he is scared,
And-
right? He's got like fear running through him right
Yeah.
now.
And since I pushed again, I get another condition,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So what are you going to pick?
I think
Hip
Wilggis
dysplasia.
is going to get disheartened. He's like, fighting is really hard, and a life in scholarship hasn't prepared him for this at all. So
Is
he's
this
now
Wilggis
disheartened.
getting disheartened or Reese getting disheartened? I'm trying to.
Accurate. Yeah.
Disheartened. Okay, so that means you can have a Bane on any charisma rolls as well. Okay. You've got more movement if you need to move. If you wanted to move any further, or if you're good, you're good.
Yeah, I'm very good.
Okay, Mallory.
Mallory's gonna get angry. She's gonna cut a goblin. So I'm gonna use ill-tempered
Oh
because
yeah.
I don't want to roll another demon.
Yeah, okay. You've had enough.
Oh, sorry,
No,
accidentally
that's right.
clicked on something. So ill-tempered. I just click that guy and it'll do things for me. Correct?
Give it a click. Let's see what happens.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mallards tend to have a color you can activate when making a skill roll and get a boon to the roll. You also become angry.
Yes.
If you're not already angry.
I am now angry.
Cool. So if you, on your character sheet, up at the little boon section, just put a 1 in there.
A 1. Oh, I did not. Does this work for attacks as well, or is it just for a skill?
It's a weapon skill attack, so it'll be the same. It will add it on there. So yeah, just add a 1 in there, and then you should be able just to make your weapon attack.
Awesome.
And we'll double check to make sure it does use the 2 rolls.
Let's see.
It looks like.
Oh my god! Look at this! What is happening?
Wait! It only rolled 1 for some reason. So give me one more roll, please.
The third 20 in a row.
Do it.
Just
Do I get a free copy if I roll a 4th one?
Just give me a d20, and there we go.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. That works. You rolled the same damage, so that's fine.
Okay, but 12, so that's acceptable.
That is. So you do. Are you just attacking the one that's like right in front of you, or the one off to the sort of your left? Which one are you? Because the one that's like right in front of you has had a lot of damage taken already, and is bleeding profusely from his head.
Yeah, she's gonna maybe just take the rest of his head off.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, you do that because you rolled 6
Or
damage, which is more.
because she's angry, she stabs him up in the guts and like looks him in the eyes and says, "This is for what you gave me earlier."
Yeah, like you've still got that searing pain in your back from that 10 damage or 9 damage. But you kill this guy. You take him. You absolutely drop him to the ground. It is Digby's turn.
Can Digby...
Who is running away?
Yeah, Digby's sort of got into a distance where there's no enemies attacking him directly, can I light a fire with my flint and tinder? Can I go and maybe light my pipe or something like that, or my
I'm not going to get you to roll for lighting flint. And have you got?
Didn't you light a cigarette before? Didn't the dungeon master or the dragon master kindly let you light a cigarette as a free action? So you've already got an ignition source in your hand.
Wasn't that off the lamp?
The lamp wasn't lit. Actually, I would have thrown the lamp oil.
Yeah, you threw the lamp oil, so you can remove that from your
even though I said
inventory
lamp
as well.
Can I light the lamp and then? Because I want to throw that at
the oil
guy.
lamp would have been like extra lamp oil. So you've got oil in the lamp, and then you've got that little sachet or pouch of oil.
Why don't you just flick your durry at the warg?
Do you reckon that will work?
You'll look like fucking Nicolas Cage or something.
Yeah, I would, or like David Blaine or something.
But yes, you have something that is lit now.
All right.
You tell me what's lit, but it will take an action to light.
So my cigarette's not lit, because that was a joke, wasn't it? The cigarette being lit.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's to light something is an action.
Yeah, I'm going to light this lamp, and I'm going to get it ready to throw at this warg.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's great. It is the Warg Rider's turn. And
so there's 4 enemies on here on the initiative. Is that?
I've ignored some of them because it's been very strange. And plus some of them are dead. But it should have only added 1, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is a new system. I'm still quite lost. All right, so the warg with the goblin on its back charges and ends up next to Christoff. So the way the Warg Rider works is I just roll a d6, and it's just going to tell me what happens. The Warg Rider rallies his underlings. All remaining scouts get a boon to all attacks until the Warg Rider's next turn. So that's actually not a bad roll. So he just basically lifts up his spear, looks at the one remaining goblin.
What's his name? Does he yell him out by name? Call him out? Gavin.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? This was meant to be easy. He's shaking his
We have them now.
So that guy gets an extra boon next turn. Okay, now I don't know how I feel about every round rolling initiative, but that is what is
meant to happen. Not a fan. Already, it's
Dragon will get good at it.
Dragonbane. It's sorry.
Oh, an 8.
Oof. Wilggis got a 9.
3 for Christoff. Can any of the goblins ride the warg? You might sort of refer to them colloquially as riders of the warg. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
Was that your? I feel like that was your action for top of the order.
Riding like the wolves.
Hungry like the wolves. That's what you were doing, right?
Yes, yeah.
Christoff, top of the order.
I do a Jim Morrison impression. That's not what I do.
You pull out your deck on stage.
He did that. Right.
Yes.
Okay. That's. I didn't figure that.
He got arrested.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just unrelated comments.
You wear super tight pants and everyone can see where your glass sack is at.
Yeah. I refer to myself as the Lizard King from now on. How can I attack the warg? Can I do that or not really?
Yeah.
I want to try and cut a warg's leg off.
Yeah, you can just attack this. I mean, it's like right next to you, so absolutely you can attack him.
Just the Warg, not the Warg Rider.
They're considered one entity. They've got like
Wow.
a
Temple.
They're
Yeah.
really quite close to each other. They've become one
yeah.
in the biblical sense. All right, I'll It looks like I'm just going to Warhammer it.
Okay.
Warhammer.
Here we go. That's another great roll for Christoff the Destroyer.
That was a great roll.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Because he's
Up to the destroyer.
so, he's got no armor, so you just like bring that warhammer down into which like the rider itself, the warg. What are you aiming for?
I think I like to think that I pummel the Warg's wet nose, hopefully splitting the Warg's head, and then much like Christopher Reeve falling from a horse, the Warg Rider takes such a vicious tumble that he simultaneously is out of commission. Sorry for making it so dark. But beloved actor who played Superman. But anyway.
I mean, you do damage. You don't split the warg's head. He's got. It seems to like bring its head down, and it hits like the right in the center of its eyes instead of on the snout. It just brings his head down, just like smacks, and just like blood just starts pouring down out of the warg's face. But he's still standing and just now like eyeing you up and just like looking down at you, snarling.
Yeah.
Away, you foul beast!
And it is the
Back
Warg
to the
Rider's,
beastery!
The big beastie.
It's the Warg Rider's turn.
Disgusting.
And the Warg Rider leaps over to the other side of you. And as...
Oh, they can separate.
No, so the entity,
Oh.
the Warg and the rider on top of it leaps over
Okay.
the top of
He's like Voltron.
Christoff. And as he does so, the rider on top just grabs his scimitar and just slashes down, doing 3d6 damage.
What? That seems excessive.
6, 5, and a 3.
That is 14 damage to Christoff.
Well, I'm dead.
Okay, well, you're not dead. That is...
Yeah, he's dead.
That is, you're in, what's...
Freedom!
My last words on the set.
You wee bee.
You just, it leaps over, you just get sliced and drop down to the ground. You're in a dying state. It works in a similar way to D&D that every time it's your turn, you roll a dice, and if it's a success, that's great. You get 3 successes, you stand back up with some HP. If you roll 3 fails, then you die. The difference is you can spend one of your turns rallying yourself to get up and continue fighting, but you continue taking death saving throws while you do that. Or someone else can use their action to rally you to your feet. So it's definitely not over. I mean, it
What you're
definitely
saying
looks
is
like...
it's over. It's over though, isn't it?
It's over.
For all intents and purposes, it's over.
No, I don't think it's over quite yet. Because the Warg Rider had its turn, that does mean the Goblin Scout no longer has its boon, actually, because it only had it until the Warg Rider's next turn. But the Goblin Scout is going to take an attack on Mallory.
What would the boon do?
It's basically an advantage. It just gets to roll with advantage.
Okay.
And this goblin swipes out and misses Mallory completely, slamming its sword into like the stonework next to Mallory instead. Mallory, your turn.
Mallory turns on that goblin and says, "You," and I might try to ill-temper it again because that works so well.
Yeah. Cool.
Oops, I'm doing a thing.
I think,
Chuck the one in there.
yeah. Just make sure it's. I don't know how well the system works with the boons and banes, but. So did you put a 1 at the very top where it says boons?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Give that a roll and let's see if that rolls. I don't think it did it with 2 d20s. Give me another d20, please.
Okay. Oh. Just roll it again. Come on. Oh, meets beat.
14 meets beats. That is great. We'll take that first damage, which is more than enough to just like kill it in one shot. So do you want to like detail what you do to this little goblin standing next to you?
She is so angry. She just drives it into his eye and just he's dead. So she'll stick it in his eye, turn around, ready to come after the guy that's on top of the warg.
Just absolutely furious at the same time.
Furious.
Yeah. All right. Where's
Which one's fallen down?
Christoff.
Christoff.
The
Yeah,
dwarf.
Christoff is.
Christoff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's like, Christoff, walk it off. Get back up.
And just for the joy of, I think we're going to have to like try and find a better way around this, but we're going to do initiative again. So,
Can I have my turn?
Greedy. Yeah, when was your turn?
Bit selfish.
oh wait,
wanting
did you
a
not?
turn.
Oh, sorry. You weren't on the list for some reason. It didn't come through. What? Yeah, absolutely.
Right, come in.
Yeah, Wilggis, forgotten in the din of battle for a moment, will leap out and remember where he is and slash at the Warg Rider, and he's going to try and impale the leg of the rider and then drive his sword through into the beast as well.
Alright, cool. Roll to hit.
For Christoff! Oh, he actually hits. He rolls a 3, needed an 11, and does 10 damage.
Oh man, yeah, like
Massive.
this thing is bleeding out now and is like really trying to find its footing on the ground. It is very, very close to dead at this point.
Thank you.
Cool. Make sure you've got your initiative on this round as well. I feel like this system is not working great. Oh, okay. I know why it's doing that shit now. Okay. I've been doing the Warg Rider a little wrong for this, what I think will be the last round. I'll do the Warg Rider correctly.
Where's the shot?
It's worth it, right? All right. Wilggis, you're up first.
All right, so for
I got
flavor,
a 2, but I don't think I was included.
Why weren't you included?
I might have rolled it too early.
Oh, okay. It's in the roll
I'm on
21. All right. Digby, you're up first.
It seems like it's had a lot of damage. I was going to throw this thing at it, but now I think like I just feel like I've wasted time. But can I run up at it and like stab it?
You do whatever you want to do, man.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Knife.
Yeah, just roll to hit.
That's a miss.
Do you want to push that?
I will.
Okay, cool.
And I missed. A 13.
You're just like, swiping out with your knife.
Roof.
Next up, Wilggis.
I guess I'll be disheartened.
Oh yeah, but yeah, is that the one you're picking?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
cool. For flavor purposes only, Wilggis would like to think his blade's still in the warg, and for his attack, he's going to rip it out.
Okay, cool. Well, it's hard to miss that on a roll.
Oh, do I get a burn? No. I rolled a bad one.
That is that. So it won't be that kind of attack that you thought you were doing. That's for sure.
It's inside myself.
Yeah. If you roll a demon when attacking in melee combat, you miss your target and cannot push the roll. You might also suffer. Give me a d6, please.
Oh. I'm not sure if I'm ready to roll a d6. But I do, and I roll a 1.
You just drop your weapon at your feet. Like the attack you do, it just sort of glances off it, and you lose your grip on it, and it clatters to the ground. It'll be an action to pick it up, not a free action.
Thank you.
It is the Warg Rider's turn. It has both Digby and Wilggis in front of him. The ferocious Warg pounces on Digby and slams the victim violently to the ground. You take 4 damage
Oh,
as you get
I'm
slammed
not dead.
down onto the ground.
Could it bite your head off?
Okay, I've got 3 left.
Okay, cool. It's Christoph's turn. You should, on your character sheet, be able to roll a death roll. Just click where it says death roll.
How do I do that thing you said where I'm kind of rallying myself to carry on fighting?
Yeah, let's take a look at rally. I believe it's just you can spend a turn. Here we go. If you rally, you can try to rally yourself rolling against your will with a bane. So let's have a look at Christoff. So you'd need to put a 1 in. Basically, we'll just roll twice for willpower, which is one of the ones at the top. Give me 1 more roll,
Right.
and we'll take the highest one.
Ugh.
All right. Unfortunately, you do not manage to rally yourself, but give us a death roll as well.
Death roll. How do I do that?
Just where it says.
Oh,
death
I've done
roll.
it. I've done it.
Okay.
Oh, how come I've rolled 2 of those things? How do death rolls work? Do death rolls roll 2 dice? And it takes the best.
Oh, not sure.
That'll be the
Oh, it's-
Bane thing, right?
Did you add a number into that Bane? Because I feel like it should have only done 1 roll. A roll. It's just a roll against your con, but it can't be pushed. So it should have only rolled 1. What are the 2?
Yeah,
15 and
I
19?
probably should just re-roll them again, I think.
It's the 15 was
Seems
the 15
rigged.
was the lower of the 2 that you rolled anyway. So.
Yeah, but the whole thing feels tainted just for the way it is.
It shouldn't have been because you tried to rally. So I'm not sure why that happened. But unfortunately, you're laying there. You're still conscious, and you're trying to get that, like trying to work yourself to get up.
Get out.
Mallory
Is what I say.
Okay, perfect.
He's done for.
Over to you, Mallory. Oh, you're muted.
Mallory climbs over this dead goblin, tries to take a swing at the warg is still alive.
The warg with the rider is still alive, but it's barely alive. It is currently pinning Digby down, and just dripping blood from its face and legs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can I jump up on it and get the rider?
Yeah, by all means, give us just attack as per usual.
Oh my gosh. Be my friend, Dice. Come on.
They haven't been too kind. Oh my god!
Good night, everybody.
Man, if this was D&D, you'd be doing so well. Give me a give me a D6, please.
Oh my gosh.
There's a 19 before this as well, so it was close to it.
Okay, and what I will also get, because you jump up to try and attack the rider, and you bring your knife down into what you think is his arm. Can you give me a D6?
Oh, don't. D6.
His arm. What did
Yeah,
you say?
his arm.
But it was
You
your
think it's
arm.
his arm.
Doing 3 damage to yourself with your knife.
Wow. Can I turn that into 2 because I'm like
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it glances off your armor a little bit, so it does 2 damage. Digby.
Parry yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I parry?
Oh wait, are we at the top of the order again? Oh man, the system. I'm not sure if I'm liking this.
I can't believe it.
Initiative
This
system.
is terrible.
Oh right, so it's the Warg Rider it's the Warg Rider's turn.
I thought it already had its turn.
This is where I had gone wrong previously. So the way that these monsters work is they have different ferocity ratings, and the amount of their ferocity is the amount of initiative cards they get drawn. So it has one more initiative turn in this round. Okay, well, it's not going to be that. The warg. Okay. Basically, with you pinned down, the warg raises its head out and just up and just lets out this blood curdling howl. Can I just get a will roll from everybody, please?
Oh,
Will roll.
Yeah.
Wilggis. I've got a 6, so I've succeeded.
Okay, nice.
Wilggis fails with 14.
Oh no.
I got a 2, so I also quit
okay.
smoking.
All right, I do feel the system will get better as we go, but man, I need to figure. So anyone who failed that roll, you get a fear status. So-called fear. When struck by a fear attack, you must do that, which you did. Particularly from give you, if the will roll, you must roll on the fear table. So you're all rolling. Who failed? Just Wilggis? The rest of you hear that, but Wilggis is already kind of in that scared state from that condition that he took on. Can I get a D8 from you, please?
Sure. D8. It's a 1.
The fear, this is called enfeeble. The fear just drains your energy and determination. Can you give me 2d6, please?
2d6, total of 5.
That's how many willpower points you lose as you hear this. And you would become disheartened, but because you're already disheartened, I'm just going to need you to pick another condition, please.
Dang. Okay. Let's say there's the resonant frequency in his ears, and he's just a bit shook and dazed by that whole yelling affair. He's just ruined in combat.
Okay, cool. We're going to do one more roll for initiative. If everyone can, please click tokens and select initiative. And we'll just get right into it with Mallory rolling a 1. Mallory. How you doing, Mallory?
Contemplating my life choices. You know what? She's gonna use ill-tempered again.
Okay. Cool.
And gonna maybe was I up on the walk, or I'd fallen off because I was busy stabbing myself?
Yeah. By the way, so you are using 3. Cool. I'm just checking to see if the willpower is being spent each time you do that. It has been. You describe. I'm happy to go. If you're still up there, that's great.
Yep. Okay. She's scrabbling up, and she's gonna just try and bring down the knife on the rider, because she's had enough of this, and she's getting too old for it.
Cool. Give us a roll.
Oh my gosh.
Do I
roll a
do you want to push?
Second one? Or?
Oh, that's right. You're using ill-tempered. Yeah, give me another d20.
Okay. Come here.
The dice do not.
Because it was an 18.
At all. Hey!
Ooh. She's so mad at this guy. She's had it.
Yeah.
She's had it.
Describe the killing move, please.
With a 7.
She scrabbles up. The goblin turns to her, and she's just got like this knife above her head and brings it down on the goblin. And you hear feral duck noises as she's just screaming at this thing.
Yeah, like you bring it down into that, and the goblin sort of like dies and rolls off, and you just continue bringing that knife down into the warg, and you end both the warg and the rider, and you're just sitting there panting, and all of you now are like shaken and disheartened and scared, and like there's Christoff like on the ground with his eyes open, looking around, trying to push through this damage done to him. But
Can
combat.
we go over and help
You
him?
almost say things were.
Yeah. Combat is done.
Hooray!
But you may want to help a dying Christoff.
Can we go over there and use healing on him or something?
Yeah, let me just bring up the death stuff. You just need to
I
do
don't-
first of all, does anyone have bandages? Is the first.
I
No.
think I'm beyond bandages. I don't think securing a joint is really good.
Wilggis has got bandages.
Has anyone got a joint?
So who,
And
I have him.
Wilggis has
I just
got
want to blaze
bandages.
up before I go.
so if you want to roll or someone that has a good healing skill, it'd be good to get them to do it. Hand the bandages.
Healing.
I've got healing as well.
Okay,
I've
cool.
only
So
got
you,
a
you get
I'm pretty.
you just if you didn't have bandages, you'd roll with a bane. If you've got bandages, it's just a normal healing roll.
Normal healing roll.
Yeah.
Coming
Can
up. I need to get under 14, which I do. Meets beats.
Nice. Can you roll a d6, and that's how many hit points Christoff will get back.
4.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, so you
Take
spend
it
like
there, Christoff.
you spend
Is he-
a shift. So yeah, like a stretch of
shift.
time, which is about 15 minutes. But seeing to Christoff and bandaging his wounds and getting him back into a healthier state.
Wilggis, I owe my life to you.
Oh, you did such a great job with that hammer, and I just couldn't let you just turn into a puddle of blood.
So you would have let me die if I hadn't killed those two creatures.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just trying to get your willpower back
thanks.
because it's been a
Thanks
shitter of a
again.
fight.
Aye, that it has been. Mallory, I thought that we were off to maybe a nice stroll in the mountainside, but it's been worse than that, hasn't it?
What? This was supposed to be a team building exercise. Why are these goblins here? I'm glad you're better. I'm so mad.
Right, thank you. What did you get there, Digby? You've got something in your wee paw there.
It's good to see you back alive,
Aye.
Christoff. Let's meet. Oh, I forgot about this. I'll have a look. I'm going to open up the bundle I'm holding, and I'll hold the lit lamp above it. That's why I lit it. You see, so I could,
Yeah, it's 100% daytime at this point. It's
but not in the bundle.
you unfurl the bundle and it looks to be some kind of scroll or something wrapped around something larger. And you
Cinnamon scroll.
you take this scroll and it turns out to be a map of the Misty Veil. But inside, what it was wrapped around looks to be like a small statuette piece. It's a pedestal, like the lower legs and the bottom part of a sword, likely from some sort of like basalt statuette of some kind of warrior.
Basalt statuette of a warrior. This is interesting. And I'm going to jog over to the person and see if they're still alive. Wake up!
You make your way over to the
man.
guy, and he is no more.
And it doesn't look
Statuette.
like CPR would help.
No. He is you're looking at it now, and the thick arrow that was like in his thigh has like a purpley liquid coating in it that you instantly recognize as
Grape.
poison.
Poison.
Not grape flavored. And you open up the map, and I'll just put you guys on of what you see here.
Oh.
So this is the map that Digby is now holding on to. It shows the Misty Veil. You can see the Drakmar Pass, which is where you currently located, sort of at the south there with the Kama Mountains. And it looks like a pretty ornate, well drawn, detailed map.
It's very ornate. Look at the craftsmanship of this, everyone. Look, are we in the Drakmar Pass, Mallory? Is that right?
Yes.
The confidence.
I'm so glad we found you. Your money well spent on one of the expert guides for the region.
Have you ever seen a map of the region, anyone? Is this new to you? I thought it was all misty. In my mind, the entire place was misty. But,
Well-
there's a castle in the bottom right.
The place is very misty. You're looking down from your view, and all you're seeing from this current location is clouds and mist coating the sort of landscape below you.
Mist coating.
And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Wee.
Combat is a tough one. I think we need to get a different system for the initiative. But the whole idea is that every round is different, and you can swap your turns with each other to like strategize.
That's not what took them. That didn't take the most time. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was annoying though, wasn't it?
Was it?
Annoying. Yeah.
What was so like? Did anyone else find it annoying? It's like you just click your token, click a card.
Yeah, it's clicking things. It's annoying. Are we supposed to do that? Realistically, click a thing.
So
Are you still being sarcastic? I think you're still being sarcastic. It's hard to tell when you've got a cartoon.
I've got my dog man on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
I really need you to look into my eyes so I can tell that you become a massive prick while you're saying these things. Hang on, I don't
There's a
understand how
Kama
we got
River.
here where I'm the only one who thought it was annoying, but you've been talking about how the system's not working for you for the last 20 minutes.
No, it's not that it wasn't working. I was seeing the and you mentioned that you didn't like it, so then I was kind of like, oh, is it too much? But if everyone else is okay with it, like then that is. It's not that much of a problem. I don't mind it as a system to make sure that every round feels different and uncertain and
It's a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
and it's kind of like you might go last one round, but then you might go first the next round. It's almost like getting two turns in a row, that kind of thing.
It's weird that you don't get a bonus or anything, though, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like if you're very agile, there's no way to go advantage on getting earlier in the
It's
initiative.
skills that can do that.
It's just luck.
Right. Yeah, I think there are skills or something that
Is this-
can and heroic abilities and things that will. Anyway, let's do a couple of quickfire questions.
Kama River.
did you-
Has that been mentioned?
What's that?
The Kama River?
What about it?
Has that been mentioned before? Have I missed that?
No, I think I have mentioned the camera. That was what basically caused me to lose my shit last time.
Right.
Was bringing up the
Other ones are more reasonably named, like
It's
Mirror
like,
Lake.
yeah, Mirror Lake, Magma Woods or Magna Woods or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go. So lightning fast lets you draw 2 cards instead of 1, and you can pick which one you want. So that can, for initiative, that can come in at some point as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Reese has been checking out the heroic abilities.
Yeah, boy.
We're going to go through some quick fire questions. You tick any skill you want if you answer yes to any of these. Did you participate in the game session? Feel free just to tick any skill that you want to chance at leveling up. Did you explore a new location? Yeah, you did.
Yay.
Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? Give another click. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? You guys can answer.
We read the map.
Was that an obstacle? I'm not sure if that was an obstacle.
Reading.
And did you give in to your weakness?
Yeah.
yes.
What's Mallory's weakness?
Recklessness. So
right.
I figure like
Yeah,
charging at a warg with a knife
I
when
think
you're on
jumping-
4 points.
Yeah, I think jumping onto a warg is definitely.
Hey.
So just to clarify, can we only click separate skills? We can't click the same one like 4 times.
Correct. You can only do separate skills. So now, whatever you have, we'll start with you, Mallory. Whatever you've got with a little tick next to it, just roll that skill.
Okay. So many 20s, so many of these.
Yeah, I
that
know, you're
was
gonna be-
unbelievable.
You're going to be leveling unless you continue rolling 20. All right. So
No.
you have no. This is good. You have to roll higher. So you increase your awareness by 1.
Oh, yay!
Roll your next one. How many have you got? How many have you got to roll?
I've got 5 more.
Cool. Let's just click them
All
all.
those 20s.
Yeah, just click them all.
Right.
So evade, not an upgrade. Healing,
Not.
an upgrade. Bows,
Oh,
upgrade.
Hey, yes, get in there.
20.
Brawling, not an upgrade.
Oh, I'm seeing an 18 on my one. Oh, there's 2 of them.
And knives,
No.
not an upgrade. What was it rolling? Do you have like a boon listed or something?
Or a bane.
Oh no!
Because-
Sorry,
You've been
the boon is still
rolling-
going.
Oh, the boon is alright.
You were angry.
Am I double rolling?
I'm having-
Yeah, you got a 20 and an 18. The last one.
So
had
I'm
an
just
18.
having.
Oh,
look,
my one is only showing. Oh,
20. So bows.
I'm sorry.
That's right. So brawling, you actually got an 18, so that gets leveled up. And knives, you rolled an 18, so you get that leveled up as well.
Hooray!
So, all right. Shannon, have you got some ticks there? I just want to go
okay.
through and give them each a
Awareness.
click. Leveled up.
Oh, yeah. So, at which number can you edit? Oh, this. Okay, sorry.
Just
Hey, cool.
Bump it up.
Healing.
But level it up.
Oh, it's going to be a 7 now. Did I do that? Right. Oh, yes. Okay, knives.
Level that sucker up.
Oh, nice.
I did the healing. Now. I'll have to go back and fix it. Oh, a 20. Okay. 6. Slings.
Level them up.
Oh, yeah. 6. Cool, that's all.
That's it. All right. Adam, give us a roll for anything you've got ticked.
Awareness.
Level them
Let's
up.
get level. I will do that.
I'm getting excited for you guys.
Persuasion.
Level it up.
I will. Oprah Winfrey. And
Everyone
hammers.
levels up.
Hammer to fall. Queen.
No level up on that one. Sorry.
Okay.
No level
All
up
right.
on hammers.
So I only had 3. It feels like other people had like tons of shit going on. I only had
There's all
3
those
things.
20s.
It's rolling 1s and 20s that did it. I was going to say
right.
Sig. Wilggis, give us a roll, please.
Awareness.
Everyone's going for awareness,
Ooh,
not a
no.
level up.
So I unticked awareness now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, make sure you untick all of these now as well.
Okay. Healing.
No level.
No. Spot hidden.
No, you're trying to level up all the ones you're already really good at, which is going to make it much harder.
Knives.
Yay!
Yay.
Level it up.
So the
you-
number
rolling
on the
two.
inside, I changed.
You're rolling
that.
2 as well.
You're rolling 2 that time for some reason.
Well, I guess that's a good
Oh
thing.
wait, that's because you've got a condition that would have caused that to be a bane roll. But that's fine. You still level that up.
Do
You
I
wanted a
unbane-
bane on those ones.
No, don't just leave those there.
Okay, cool.
It's all good. Normally we just roll a d20, but I just thought we'd just use the actual thing.
Okay,
to roll.
and lastly, I've got swords.
It is not a level up.
Yay.
I think our character with the lowest HP got the best leveling up, I think, for sure.
Well,
and
I
that's-
actually have really good HP, by the way. 15.
You don't have 15. I don't know why it says 15. I need to figure that out. I think you've gone in and
Yeah.
hacked the
I hacked
mainframe.
it. Yeah, I'm a hacker.
Yeah. That is like our first session of Dragonbane. Yeah.
Hooray!
Well done, team.
Lots of new rules. And trying to figure everything out. I need to figure out
That
what
was
we do with
pretty
your
intense.
arrows now for Mallory. Because there was just
Mallory wanders around and pulls them out of the goblins.
yeah. I'd say you can probably go and collect some of the ones for sure now that you've finished the fight. But man, there's a lot of rules that I'll probably over the next couple of sessions we'll have to like try and land on. But I think we've got combat sorted. The warg having multiple cards that kept tripping me up. I forgot that was a thing. So realistically, you probably got off later because I forgot to have like probably 2 or 3 turns for the warg.
Who always hits?
Yeah, so he had like a list of attacks. Like one of them is just like the howl, right? The another one is like a battle shout. But then like the other 4 all do some sort of damage. So there's like a 1/3 chance that it's just like a thing that boosts other characters or debilitates you guys with fear, or an attack that does damage. So that's kind of what the monsters are like. And some of the monsters, I don't know if you're going to come across ones that have more than 2 ferocity, but there are some that have ferocity of like 5 and stuff like that. So they're just like every other turn they'll be having a turn. Yeah.
Cool, sounds fair.
The whole point of Dragonbane combat is it's like if you can find a way to avoid it, then you should be doing what you can to avoid it.
Not sure how we could have avoided that one.
This one is an introductory fight. There's no way around this one, I don't think.
Gotcha.
But there was a fail-safe. I had something. Well, not a fail-safe. There was a.
Don't tell us that.
No, that's not the right word. That's not the right word.
Well, if we died, an ambulance shows up.
Yeah, it just rolls you down to the bottom. Rolls you down to outskirt. But yeah. Yeah. No, I did actually think that when I started looking at like what this warg could do, that's when I was like, do think about having some backup characters. That was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went from not taking a single damage point to death saving rolls in 1 turn.
Well, the interesting thing was, I think one of the Warg Rider's moves could do like
3d6.
double. I think it could do like 20 points of damage if it rolled well on the damage, which would have been enough to outright kill Digby. Because if you go negative your maximum hit points,
It's like D&D style.
then you're just dead. Like
Dang.
that's it. No death
Just
rolls.
burned.
Just like absolutely just killed. Yeah.
They wouldn't do that though to a little
Why would they
Digby.
do that? Did anyone get any of their skills up to 18 by doing any of that leveling up? I don't think we had anything.
My points are
that
shit.
way. Cool.
No.
Well, don't say that. You just got like a good level up.
Yeah,
compared
1
to-
point each.
I appreciate the consolation prize for poor rolling.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys. We'll be back next week for a bit more and figure out what's happening next. I also want to try and find out if there's a way I can get a system working after seeing how well that giveaway system went. Seeing if I can find a system to have it so that our viewers can at least cause something to occur in the world that you guys are in. So we'll figure
We can
it
have
out.
Twitch manage initiative for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People would love to roll that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
And
you.
Thanks to everyone who
Thank you.
stopped by to watch. We'll be back next Tuesday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.